Hi, this is Ms. Harkness, and this video is to go with Eureka Module 4, Lessons 25 and 26 from the 8th grade math. And here I'm going to teach you how to graph a system of equations and how to solve it graphically. So I'm actually going to begin here on this first one, on number 1. It says solve by graphing. You will see on this first equation, I have a slope that's actually a -1. It's a ghost one, it's just not written. And then on the other equation, I have a slope, oops, wrong tool. I have a slope of 1/4. So I'm going to graph the upper equation first. So the initial value is at -2. So I'm going to come down here to -2 and plot. And then the slope is -1. So from there, I go down 1, but forward 1, right? Lines always go from left to right. And I can also go up 1, back 1 to maintain that linear trend. And then I'm going to go ahead and graph the other line, which has an initial value of +3. This one has a positive slope of 1/4, so I need to go up 1, but forward 4. And then I also need to go down 1, back 4. And you can see right there is where those lines intersect. So this particular graph, the solution would be -4, 2, because that's where those two lines cross. Okay, let's take a look here at this next one. I'm going to look at number 3. Go a little faster this time. We've got a slope of 2, an initial value of -3. So I'm going to start down at -3, slope of 2 up 2/1, or down 2, back 1. And then on this second one, I have a slope of -5 with an initial value of 4. So I'm going to go ahead and start up here at 4. And then it's a slope of -5. So down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/1. I can already see where they cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/1. Don't worry about running off your graph. Okay, I know some of you don't like that I had to draw that point in there, but my solution to this system is right here. So that would be 1, -1 would be the solution. So as you can see, it's actually very, very easy to graph and solve by graphing, because if you know how to graph a line, then you should be able to graph 2 lines, and if you can graph 2 lines, you can look to see if and where they intersect. Okay, so let's take a moment though to consider lesson 26. Okay, that's going to come into play down here on this problem. I notice right away that when I'm looking at the slope, these equations have the same slope, which means these are going to graph as parallel lines. Okay, so I'm going to do this first one in black. I'm going to start at 3. That's my initial value. -4/3 is the slope, so down 1, 2, 3, 4/1, 2, 3. I don't really have room to put a third point, so I'm going to leave that one alone for now. Then if I graph this other line, which I'm going to do in green, so I'll start at -4. Now, has that -4/3 slope? I definitely do not have room to go down 4 and right 3, so I'm going to go up 4 and left 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. There's that line. And again, I don't have room to graph another point. So this line is right about here. This line's right about here. So the answer here would be no solution. And that's it. That's how you graph a system of equations. Here's the answer key if you wanted to see it. If you're working on that other one maybe that I didn't do, up here you can see that it also has a solution. I can tell it has a solution because the slopes are different. Anytime the slopes are different, meaning the coefficient or the rate, you will have 2 lines that will cross. All right, hope this video helps, and that's all for lessons 25 and 26.